This conference will now be recorded.
So other than this for and while, we have one more loop called for each loop or advanced for loop. Right, we'll discuss it later. Right, and we have a condition statement. What are the condition statement in? So if you want to execute a piece of code based on a simple condition based execution, just go for a condition statement. So in that first condition, what we discussed, if condition. If this condition match, then execute inside the code. If this condition match, execute the code. So always here, whatever you are writing inside this parenthesis, that should return boolean value, either true or false. So here inside the code execution, it depends upon always your boolean condition. That to what? True. If your condition returns true, then only inside if block code will execute. Right? And we have a else block. So what is the else block thing? So if you have any alternate code, so if your condition is not matched, so if you have any alternate code for your if block, just mention inside else block. Here what you are mentioning here, so if condition is not matched inside if, then alternate code will execute whatever you are mentioning inside else block. So else block, there is no any parenthesis. When the else block will execute team, if your if block is not executed, then only this will execute, nothing but. So else block will always execute if your condition false. Clear? Now, so without else block we can maintain if block, but without if block you cannot maintain else block. Clear team?
Yeah.
Now we have a else if, same like if, you can maintain else if. There is no much difference between if and else if. So here you can maintain, you can check one more condition. So and also remember team, so without if you cannot maintain else block or else if block. Always, so there is a prerequisite for this else block or else if block, that is what? If block. Without if block you cannot maintain, but alone you can maintain if block, right? So if you want to check multiple conditions, you can check like this: else if, else if, else if, else if. So this is people are calling else if ladder. This is not a recommended code, it's a red code, right? Now people are coming with some advanced condition statement team. That one is switch case. What is switch case? Right now, so here let me see the example of switch case.
Hello, excuse me.
Yeah, yeah, Bhavya or Krishna?
Ashwini.
Yeah, sure.
I think
Any
we
doubts?
have one more loop. Do while loop also is there, right?
Do while is also not recommended, so people are not using do while. So anyway, if you want, I'll discuss. So the people are not using this do while, do and while, do while.
Okay.
See here, sometimes the project will open like this team. So you don't know in this current class in which package. At that time, just on a class, right click, show in project export, so that it will highlight in a project and package. Right? Now let me create one more class here. So main method. Right. So switch again. So Java reserved keyword switch and observe. Switch observe. If you want to get switch case statement, so just hit control enter. Observe. So let me run this one as of now. Simple syntax. Observe. just switch keyword. Here you have to use a keyword. Let me copy same thing here. Observing switch is Java reserved keyword, and so here you have to pass a key. Your key is always, this key is always a data type key. So here you can check a condition based on a data type. Always condition is should match with one data type. Right, at a time you can check only one data type. So each and every case should be data type. Now observe here. Let me implement one method, my own method. It's a public void. So as a tutor, I want to allow the user attendee to my classes based on one condition. Right, now observe here. I have, so let's consider I have an institute. Now let me create one method, allow student to course. Right, so this is a function. I'm getting here. Okay, it should be outside of the method. Okay, this is my method. Now inside I want to implement a condition which is switch case. Right, now this is my method here. So I am passing a course which is a string type. Observing string course. Okay, now so this string data type course, right? Now observe I am giving here. Okay, so as of now I am teaching only Java classes, right? Let's say Java. If user input Java, then I'll allow user to attend Java sessions like this. Right? Simple condition. Able to follow, right? Just simple syntax. Read. See, here I'm passing a string type. Now my key is string type. Now here I'm checking one condition Java. If this course, if I'm passing by the time of when we have to pass this course team, by the time of calling this method. So if you call this method, now it will ask a parameter. Let me call this method by creating object inside main method, creating object, class name, object name equals to new constructor name, right? So obj dot observe hello student to the course. Now here I have to pass a course, right? Let me pass a course. Observing now my course. So as a user, end user, if the end user pass the course, this one Java. Now observe here, Java comes to here. So I'm passing the Java string type within a double quote. Now coming to the here, now this will become a Java course, and here if this is matching with this one, execute this code. So case here you can consider this is case equals to if condition. There we are checking, right, if condition becomes true, right? Observe here. I'll give it here. See here. If remember if condition. So here as a condition, if the condition return a true, it will enter into the block. This is the block code, condition based code. This will execute. When this will execute, if the condition is true, then this will execute. right? So here the case also consider, you can consider like a if condition. If condition true, then execute this one. Here, if case equals true, when the case will become a true team, if my value, my passing value and my existing value is the same. So here I am passing what? Java. Java equals to here Java. Now this time it will execute this case. Please let me know if you have any doubts here in the syntax. Team, any doubts, team?
No, good.
So just simple, here we are using a switch keyword. So passing one variable, that too here I am taking a string type data type variable. And so the most advantage of the switch case is you can check a multiple cases team. The first advantage is you can check multiple cases at a time. Right here, else if what we are doing team, every time you can check a multiple condition, but this is not recommended. Now here, switch case also you can check multiple condition based on a data type. Now, as of now, here I am checking only one condition. What condition? If course by the time of calling. So this function, if you pass a Java, then I'll attend your session to the Java. Now observe, let me execute this program, run as Java application. Please let me know if you have any questions. Observe carefully. Just switch is a keyword. So this we have to provide a parenthesis, right? Inside this your block, your cases. So this is case 1. So like this, you can maintain, you can mention any data type. As of now, I'm taking only string data type. So based on your requirement, you can take any data type.
Okay.
Clear team? Now observe, here I'm passing a Java. If I pass Java, then my case, so here the existing case will match. Here this case will match and it will execute this code. What if I pass other than Java? Now observe, second time, let me comment out this first one. Second time, I am passing other than Java. Now observe the execution. Got executed but no output because we have only one case. So if you pass Java, I will allow. Otherwise, no output. Clearly, now
Yeah.
let me maintain one more case here. So as of now, this is only one case, right? Now, if you want the most advantage of this switch cases, you can check a multiple conditions here. Now let me check one more condition. Now this time, my condition is this one. And remember team, so by the time of writing a syntax, you cannot maintain duplicate cases. Here, my case 1 is Java, case 2 again Java. That's why you are getting it. Clear? Now let me maintain Python here. Now observe, error gone. Always, whatever the here you are maintaining a syntax inside a case that should be unique. Otherwise, it will throw an error. Observe. So I am passing the same Python. Now, so if you pass a Python, I'll allow to Python section. Now observe that. Right? Now let me have one more. This time I'm passing Ruby. same Ruby. Simple. So inside a switch, just to provide a variable, whatever you are passing. Now inside a switch block, you can maintain any number of cases. Any number of cases. But remember, your case should not be a duplicate. So obviously we cannot write duplicates. What is our main intention? Our main intention is we want to execute the code based on a condition here. What is my first condition? If passing variable is this one, execute this code. If passing variable this one, execute this code. If passing variable this one, and execute this code by checking the condition. What I am checking the condition? If the user pass this one, check the condition. If it is Ruby, execute this one. If it is a Python, execute this one. If it is Java, execute this one. Clear team? Now, if I execute this one, what could be the output?
Welcome to Ruby session.
Very good. Come to Ruby session. And as the application. Now let me have a one more. So here, let me maintain one more program called shift. If I execute, what's the output now?
Welcome to shift session.
Observe
19.
output. Welcome to the shift programming session. Okay, now observe team. Now let me execute my first one. Now if I execute, what could be the output?
Welcome to Java session.
Welcome to Java session, where the condition is matching. For my case one, condition is matching. Yes or no? So here, what it will check team, same like a if condition. So if the passing parameter is matching this one, now so it will execute this line. Otherwise, it won't execute. Now, if we pass any one of this code, any one of this data type, nothing but any one of these cores, it will execute. It will execute respect to code. So always before executing, it will check the condition, right? Now, if I pass Java, it will matching here in this case line number 16, and it will execute this code. Only this one. So if you pass a Python, it will matching in this case, execute this one. So always remember team, it should be true. When it will become a true? Whenever you're passing a matching, same data type, same variable, now this can be matched. Java matching here, matching, condition true, execute this one. So here if you pass a Python, matching, condition true, it will execute this one. So Ruby, here condition becoming true, execute this one. Passing shift here in this line, condition becoming true, execute this one. Now, so line number 6, I am passing what in Java. So where it is matching, my first case is matching. Now my Boolean condition becoming true. If it is true, executing what? Executing what? Line number 6. Welcome to Java session. Right? Now, observe the output. You may wonder by seeing the output. Am I passing all?
No.
I'm passing only one condition. What is my condition? I'm passing only Java course, but it is allowing to all the sessions. Right? The advantage of shifting, you can check any number of cases based on your data type. Just simple, if you pass a data type, that will execute matching code. But here also we have one drawback. The drawback is, so if whatever you are passing a code, if it is matching to this one or a second one or first one, any one, so first of all it will execute the code related to that match case, and later after match case, so each and every case will execute. After matching your case, automatically each and every case will execute. So that is, so we are calling as fall through mechanism. What is a fall through mechanism, team? Whenever your parameter matching with the case, from there onwards, each and every case will execute. Then how to avoid this one? How to avoid this one? So before that, let me clarify one more. Now, if I pass a Java, what will execute in? By default, it will allow for all the cases. Okay, now observe, run as Java application. So here what is happening? First case is matching. So if my first case is match, from then onwards, so each and every case will execute automatically. If your condition is matching or not matching, so by default, after your case and each and every case will execute. Now let me comment on this one. Now let me pass a Python. Now what could be the output, team?
17th, 18th, and 19th lines will be
Exactly.
executed.
Now, so my case Python is matching. From there onwards, each and every case will execute. Now 17th line, Python is matching one, and these two are fall through mechanism. Observe. This is match one, this is our fall through mechanism. Right? So to avoid that one, so here after, if your case matching, here you have to break the loop by using transfer statement. There's a one more keyword called a break. If what you're saying here, so if my condition is matching with this case, just break this condition. Okay, now observe here. Now observe. So earlier, if I execute same thing, what is the output, team? So by default, it is allowing to, after my matching case, it is allowing to all the cases. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Now observe this time. So after mentioning my break statement, observe this one. So now this time you will get a right output. Welcome to Java session. Now tell me, team. Now if I execute this Python one, what will happen?
Yeah, again 18, 19, 20. 3 lines will
18
be.
case. Python case is matched one. There onwards fall through mechanism. Again, so after your matching statement, here you have to mention a break. Just the break fall through mechanism. When this break will happen, team, whenever if your condi or if your case is matching with your parameter, then so it automatically break the loop. Break will execute after your case execution.
Yeah.
This time you won't expect any fall through mechanism. Here also just mention a break. So we have overcome fall through mechanism. Clear, team?
Yeah.
So and observe. So this is a perfect syntax for switch case, and also we have a one more keyword called default. Right now, the default here, let's say, so if it is not matching with any case, just you can provide an error. Right, observing. So when this default will execute team, if you want, even you can mention a break, no issues. But anyway, default should be last again. So default should be last. Observe here. Now here, so here I'm passing Java. So if you pass Java, right. Now if I pass Java, my first case will execute and I'm allowing to user to the attend Java session. Now observing. So anyway, already we know the output. Now, if I pass Python, it will match with this one. And no fall through mechanism, it won't allow to any other cases. Now observe here. Now here, so I am passing a course name which is not there in my list. Right? Now observe, so I am passing just say DevOps. I am passing DevOps. Observe. So is there any DevOps course here?
No, no.
No, right? Observe the output. See, there are no matching courses. Please check user manual. So when the default will execute in, whenever your passing parameters not match with your cases, default will execute. Default will execute by default if you are not match, if your cases not matching with any of your cases. Clear? Switch is a multiple condition checking statement, and syntax of a switch is, so first keyword switch and the parentheses. Inside a parentheses you can take any data type. Based on this data type you have to write your cases, and cases should not be a duplicate. And so inside this switch block you can maintain any number of cases. And so if you are not maintaining a break transfer statement, so by default, what will happen team? Whenever your case is matched, there onwards, there will be a execution of fall through mechanism. To avoid fall through mechanism, after each and every case, you have to mention a breakpoint so that it will break your fall through mechanism. So default, why the default case team? So if any one of this case is not executed, so default will execute by default. This is a perfect syntax for switch case. Please let me know if you have any questions.
No.
Naresh?
No.
No questions?
Yeah, no questions.
No questions.
Thanks. Right. So we discuss about if, else if, sorry, if else, else if later, and so we discuss about switch case. Right now, right. quickly tell me, team. So how to print? Just printing 1 to 100. 1 to
For
100.
loop. For loop.
Okay. Okay. Simple for loop. Tell
Yeah.
me the syntax. Tell me the syntax. Or okay.
Int
Okay.
Starting.
int I is equal to 1,
I equals to 1.
semicolon,
Very good.
and condition
Condition should be
I
what?
is, I is
Greater than or less
greater
than?
than or equal to 100,
Greater than or less than?
less than, sorry, yeah, less than or equal to 100, and increment
I plus plus.
plus plus.
Is this correct, team? See, this value,
Equal to.
No.
this value should be, symbol should be always I less than or equals to 100. So double check by the time of mentioning condition, just double check. Obviously, you don't do the mistake at loop starting point. So only one thing here, you have to double check only the condition, right? Now the system.println, just here. I value. Right? 1 to 100. Simple. Right. Now tell me 100 to 1.
I equal to 100,
Okay, very good.
and the condition should be greater than
Ending. Very good. So every time it should be greater than or can be equals to 1.
equal to 1.
I plus.
Condition here I minus mistake,
Minus, yeah, decrement.
right? Run as Java. Started at 100, ended at 1.
1.
Right? This is reverse to first one. Now tell me, team. Yes, I want to print only the even numbers in between 1 to
100.
100. Just simple logic.
I equal to 2. I should be less than or equal to 100,
Okay.
and I is equal to I plus 2. I is equal to I plus 2, or yeah, I plus 2.
I plus 2. Okay. Good. Can I maintain if block inside a for loop?
Sorry?
Yes.
Can I maintain if block inside a for loop?
Yes.
Here you can maintain if block inside a for loop, no problem. Here you are checking one condition. Now, can I write one more for loop inside a for loop?
Nested.
Observe. Let me take one more variable and j equals to 1, j less than or equals to, even you can take 100, no problem at all. J plus plus everything. Inside of our loop, you can mention condition loop, condition statement. Inside of our loop, you can maintain one more for loop. And inside if condition, if you want, you can maintain one more if loop. Inside if condition, if you want, you can maintain one more for loop. No confusion, right? Just
Yeah.
inside a condition, you can maintain loops. Just inside a loops, you can maintain a conditions. So if you require inside a loop, you can maintain one more loop. Right? We'll see this one programmatically later. Right. Int I equals to 1, I less than equals to 10, I plus plus. Similar to telling just I value equals to this I. So what would the output be?
1 to 10.
1 to 10. Now here I want to print 1 to 10, but here I would like to skip a 5. I don't want to execute a 5. Getting my requirement?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not required, or I equals to 5. Any idea, team?
If block,
Mm.
take if block and
If
not equal to
inside
5. I equal to not
equal to
5.
5 is not executable. Maybe.
Not equal to 5. I is not equal to
I equals to 5. So you're saying not equals.
No, I equal to 5.
Okay, I equals to 5. If it is I equals to 5, what have to do here?
Mm.
Answer the output.
not equal to
Let me break the condition.
Put that line in else black.
No, one second, one second. Observe. So here, what I'm saying, just if I value 5, just skip this one. Just I want to skip this one. Whenever I value become a 5, when the I value become 15, so after executing 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4, after executing 4, I value become a 5, I plus plus, and here it is checking the condition. So how it check condition? I less than 10, condition true, right? With the condition true, enter in the block. Now here I value. Now here what I'm saying, if I value equals to 5, nothing but equals. Now here what the I value holding as of now, currently 5. 5 equals to 5, true. So here what I'm checking, inside if, always what it will accept Boolean value. If Boolean value condition true, enter into the block. Here matching, right? 5 equals to 5, return a true here. Now the condition matching, enter into the block. Here this is a transfer. How we have a break keyword, just like a break. Here also we have a continue. The keyword continue, it's simply it will do what it will skip here. Yeah, it will skip and continue for a remaining loop. Getting it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It will skip current iteration. So we have a transfer statement. So first one we discuss about a break team, right? So what is the use of break? You can break the execution. Already we have seen the example, right? And the second one is continue. What is the use of continue team? Just
You can skip
skip current iteration. So the looping we are saying a current iteration. Here what is my requirement? This is, so you want to mention here. Just I want to skip if my I value 5. Okay. Now even we have a transfer statements called finally throw. And continue, break, throw, throws. Should be small. These are Java reserved keywords again. So each keyword having its own specific nature, right? So for these three finally throws, so we have to discuss few more concepts. So for time being, so just understand about a break and continue. We'll discuss these three key points after discussing few more topics. Okay, now let me summarize one more thing. Control statement. First of all, we have a looping statement. In this loop, we discuss about simple for loop and while loop. So do while is not required here. Okay, so keep aside do while. And condition statement. Condition statement we discuss about if condition and else condition associated with if and else if ladder, right? And we discuss about switch case, most advanced one. I recommend you to use this one team. Switch case. You can check any number of cases based on a data type. Simple, you have to pass one parameter. That parameter it will check and execute based on your cases. So remember here the key point you have to remember, no duplicate cases. Okay. So always use break after case to avoid what? Fall through mechanism. Clear, team?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Any questions, team? Now let me ask you a few questions here. Now we already know the simple, right? 1 to 10, 10 to 100, even numbers, and
Prime numbers. Using for loop, I want to print prime numbers.
okay. Have you tried, team?
I didn't got it actually.
Mhm. Okay. So just practice here odd numbers. Okay, 1 to 10, 1 to 100. Right. Here, let's see prime numbers, team. Prime numbers 1 to 100. So what is mean by prime number, team? First, what is mean by prime number?
Divisible by self 1.
Mhm.
Which are divisible by itself or in one.
Okay. So if any number divisible itself and only with 1, it should not divisible with anyone. Right. Now, so let's see the example of 2 team. So if the 2 is divisible with 2, what will answer? What will the remainder, team? Let's say 2 divided by 2. What will be?
0.
One.
Remainder will be
0.
0. Right. So if the number is divisible with itself, so you will get the 0. Right. And so if any number, let's say 4 divisible with 2, so what will be the remainder?
0.
0.
2.
And how
0, 0, sorry.
remainder is 0, and how many times it will divisible with in the 4?
2
2.
times.
2 times. So observe here. Now here 0 it should not return as 0. So if it is divisible with any number, it should not return with 0. Let's say, so basic understanding, prime number 5. Right. Let's take a fine number. Let's see that prime number 3. Right. So prime number 3. Let's consider normal number as of now. I should not take prime number at the time. So 3 by 2. What is the remainder, team?
1.
1. So always, so prime number will get the one remainder. So the remainder should not be 0. If the remainder is not equals to 0, I can say prime number. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So based on that, let me implement a logic here. Right? So here, let's take a for loop. So we are checking for 1 I less than or equals to up to the 100, every time increasing 1. I want to check for each number, right? So below the 100. Up to this one is clear, right?
Yeah.
Right. Now inside this, so each and every number I want to check with each and every number below 100 again. See, if I'm taking a 1, I want to check with 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 100. So if it is 100, I want to check with 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 100. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Right. For that, I'm taking up one more loop called for loop again. Now this time, so where I'm starting my loop, I'm starting the loop at, so you don't get a match here. Let me start my loop here 2, because 1 is a prime number thing, but this one case is different. Now let me start with my loop 2. Now here, one more variable I'm taking, int j. Where I have to start my variable type j here? Better. So let's start with the 2 only. If you want, you can start a 1, but 1, if you take a 1, you will get some issue here. I'll tell you why you'll get an issue here. Now I'm starting with a 2. Now my j value always less than I. Why? Let's say, so if I'm taking a 10, it should not touch 11, 12, 13, 14, right? It not exceed I value. See, if first one I'm checking 2, it has to check with 2 divided by 2. That's it only. So there is no meaning of 2 divided by 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, sir.
Yes.
So always I have to stop that I value only. Now j plus plus. And then my second block. Now, actually here I have to get the output, whether the number is prime or not. Right? So for that, so passing a value, I value. So the I value, first of all, let me check one condition here. Now here I am taking one if condition. If the value, the passing I am here, so I sometimes j equals to 0. That means remainder. If the remainder is equal to 0, I should not say prime number.
Prime.
Now, so we have one logic, not equals, right? Remember, not equals.
Exclamation mark.
Yeah. So the condition not. Here I am checking the condition. Better I'll take counter variable boolean. Let's write this in the negative is prime. First of all, so I am taking this boolean, taking the boolean condition. So here I am taking this boolean condition is true. So but I am assuming the number which is getting here inside a loop, I am assuming this is a prime. Right? Now observe. So if after divisible it is equals to 0, I am updating this prime to the false. Simple. See here, first for loop I am taking 1 to 100. Better here take 100, 1 to 100. Right? Now I am assuming the I value, what are the value getting, that is a prime. So I am updating this is a prime. Okay, the boolean is prime here. Now, so inside this second for loop, I am checking if I is divisible with j equals to 0. Right? Now definitely it should not a prime number. Yes or no? So when this will executing, when this line number 14 will execute, whenever my condition becomes false.
Yeah.
When my condition becomes false, if I by j remainder is 0, if the remainder is 0, yeah, if the remainder is 0, it will become a false.
Yeah.
Right? So if it is becoming false, nothing but that's a prime only. Yes or no?
Prime number. Yeah.
right? Now, after that, so here, one more condition here I have to take here. If the first time it will enter into the block, I can say just break here. I don't need to check again for a next numbers. I don't want to check again next numbers. So if one time it is entering to this block, just break it. That's good enough. One time checking is good enough, right?
Yeah.
Right? And out of this, I can say this is
Yeah.
this for loop, right? Now, out of this for loop, I can say system.println number is. Now let's observe the output. Now you can confirm the prime or not. We complete this. Is prime, second condition false, breaking. Okay, let's check with 1 to 1 and see what will happen. So I'm seeing 1, 1, 1 to 100 plus plus, j plus plus, j less than I. Okay, perfect. Let me check it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12. 1 second. For loop. Yeah. Okay. Uh-oh. Right. So here we have to check the condition after executing. So prime is true, right? Okay. So this is updating, right? If it is still true, now execute this one. Okay. Mhm. 1 second. So this is started here. Checking. Incoming false. Right. Check. Checking. Once. Clearing this one. Okay, this is a class level, this is a method, this is a loop. Okay, good. Right, now let me take a boolean is prime store true. Okay, then let me have one more loop for checking the j value. So divisible with itself, j equals to 1. 1 is different, that's why it is short one. J less than or I every time increase by 1. If I divisible with j equals to 0. Now if it is 0, then make my counter variable as false. Now this is not a prime number. So if it is still a prime, if it still is true, then I can say it's a prime number. Right? Now, so here this is a condition, this is a loop. If it is false, just here we have to break. We need to check again. After that, this is the condition, this is the loop. Inside here, just check is prime again, and it's just not into the I. Yeah. Yes, we got a perfect output. Better let me print in a single line. You can able to see. See, println is taking a new line team. Just to print, it will print in a single line. Observe. Let me give a space here. So let me clarify this logic. See, I'm taking just 2 to 10. I'm avoiding one team because this logic is not workable for one. The simple logic. So 1 to 100. See, there's a 2 to 100. Now, so obviously, so limit is what starting at 2, ending at 100. So every time increasing by 1. Right? Now, so here before checking a number, I'm assuming that's a prime number. For that, I'm taking a variable called boolean is prime equals to true. Okay. Now, so by default, I'm considering that's a prime number. Okay. So when this prime number will become a false string, whenever this I divided by j, if it is 2 divided, if it is, let's consider I value holding value 2 currently. Now 2 divided by 2, and the remainder it will give you what team?
0.
0, right? Now if it is 0, right, is prime is becoming false. So if still after that, if it is entering to the block and my making as a break, so now my loop will break and going for a next number. Every time going for a next number. Now if this condition is false, now here I'm checking the condition again. If is prime is still true, then print that number.
Yeah.
Right? Now you will get all numbers. So I don't know this is the perfect one or not. I'll search you one more thing. Just as of now, so I remember this one. Just I'm pasting here. Just cross check once and also try any other logic, and also I'll give you one more logic.
Okay.
Right. So far we discussed installation, data types, variables, variable declaration, creating a classes, right? And then so OOPS concepts, class, object, inheritance, inheritance types, and single level, multi-level, multiple, hybrid, hierarchy, and polymorphism, method overloading, method overriding, right? And we discuss about so interfaces, abstraction keyword, abstract class, interface, what is the advantage of interface, and overriding methods in or implementation classes of interface. And we discuss about constructor, right? So
Yeah.
constructor overloading, default constructor, parameterized constructor, and even we have seen import packages, right? And then access specifiers, public, private, protected, default, and automatic promotions, return type, returning values, returning objects, returning references, this keyword, super keyword, constructor calls, this constructor call, super constructor calls, right? And arrays. So just refer arrays team one more time. Arrays and control statements, looping statement, condition statement, and transfer statement. That one break and continue, right? So we'll start tomorrow collections team. So the before that, just have a knowledge on just refer and practice arrays.
Excuse me, and whatever encapsulation.
We'll discuss team.
Okay.
Okay. So OOPS concepts completely we'll discuss. No issues. Okay. See, encapsulation is nothing but in the encapsulation is nothing but so for a variables, making a private variables, and see if you take a private variable inside a class, what is the accessibility team? Private members accessibility
Inside a class.
inside a class.
In a
Now
class, yeah.
I have a variable inside a class which is a private variable. Now I need to access outside of the class. That's what about encapsulation. See, obviously, if you take a private variable, let's say this is my class. Inside this class, so I'm having a variable. So this one is a private. We can apply private variable for my classes and variables, right? Now, if I apply private for this, so I want to access this outside of the class, nothing but separate class and another class. Now, how to access this one? That's it. So to understand that one, so practice on a private variables access specifiers. So need a more practice and more clarity.
Okay.
Okay, this keyboard,
Okay.
especially here, you need a complete understanding of access specifiers, this keyboard. Okay. Any questions, team?
No.
Thank
No.
you. Thank you.
Thanks.